Welcome, dear students. Welcome to science. I know you've already had science in your primary schools, and as PECO, which in full is Professional Educational Consultancy, welcome you to this virtual schooling, and our interest is majorly excellence. We want to help you as much as possible. So for today, we're going to introduce ourselves to chemistry, and I'm very sure chemistry is not a new subject to you, since you've learned this from your primary schools. You did science, and science was essentially a combination of all the other sciences, as we shall see. By the name Apuatum George, a very senior teacher of chemistry and biology, but for today essentially we shall have only chemistry. Therefore, chemistry and society is what we are starting with. Okay, there are quite a number of applications of chemistry in our day-to-day lives, and just to cite a few of the items you have always come across, okay, and probably you're wondering how they come to be. For example, the toothpaste we use, okay, there are quite a number of them, but those are just trade names. Okay, Colgate, for example, okay, bar soap, okay, again several types that you've come across, okay, but those are also trade names. Detergents, okay, the Vaselines, the medicines that you've come across, several of them. The shoes, the shoe polish that you use as you go to school, okay, because we need to be smart. Okay, therefore, in our discussion today, okay, we shall cite out a few words that we shall emphasize. Chemistry, we shall need to understand what is chemistry as a science. Okay, we shall have to look at society. What is a society? Can we differentiate between society and a community, a population and a community? Okay, we shall look at several careers. Okay, as senior 1 students, we are always ambitious. Okay, some of us want to become doctors, others want to become engineers, okay, pilots, okay, just to mention but a few. Okay. So at the end of this all, okay, there are some things I will want you to have learned. Okay. That as we conclude this, okay, I will require each one of you to be able to explain the discrete nature of chemistry. Okay, we shall eventually explain what discrete means. Okay, I will want you to explain why we study chemistry and how it is connected to other subjects. Okay, in your primary schools, the subjects were always few. Okay, but here now you are going to study quite a number of subjects: geography, history, okay, physics, biology. So want to see, is there any relationship between, okay, chemistry and the other subjects? Okay, I will also require of you to explain the importance of chemistry in society and use it to identify careers, okay, that each one of you would at some point, okay, wish to undertake. Okay, therefore, for you to be able to understand all that, what is the competence that is expected of you? Okay, so by the end of this chapter, we should be able to access the application of chemistry in our everyday life and its contribution to the economy. Okay, so when I mention economy, you've always heard the politicians talking about the economy, okay, the president talking about the economy. Okay, so the economy is not all about money, but it's all about the well-being. So chemistry, therefore, is essential for the well-being of the country. Okay. Therefore, chemistry is one of the physical sciences that helps us to describe and explain our world. Okay. And as a science, the study of chemistry is based on principally experimental observations and deriving conclusions. The study of chemistry dates way back to the 8th century, okay, when a chemist first described the process of distillation. Okay, and when I mention distillation, I know a number of us know what distillation is. Okay, some of us have ever tested alcohol, and alcohol comes from distillation. Okay, crystallization, we shall come to that. Sublimation, I'm sure we talked about that in primary. Therefore, in this chapter, we shall be able to find out the distinct nature of chemistry. Okay, so the word distinct can therefore be used interchangeably with discrete. Okay, specific nature of chemistry. Okay, application of chemistry in our daily life, okay, therefore will be, okay, at the basis of everything that we shall be doing. Okay, so let's begin by looking at the discrete nature of chemistry. Okay, and I think you can see that chemistry is not new. Okay, because we are talking about Colgate, we are talking about shoe polish, we are talking about, so all those have got some aspect of chemistry, okay, that we shall need to emphasize. Okay, you already have knowledge about science, okay, which is the study of nature and the behavior of natural things, and knowledge that we obtain about them. Okay, I know, okay, in primary you would say science is the study of living and non-living things, but now here we're expanding it a little. Okay, so science therefore is divided into three main branches. Okay, that is the chemistry we're handling now, the biology, and physics. Okay, I know someone would ask, what about mathematics? Okay, mathematics almost combines all the others. Okay, but we don't always consider it as, okay, as a science. Okay, so whereas physics is the natural science which studies matter, its motions and behavior through space and time, and in relation to energy and force. Okay, biology is a natural science that deals with the study of life and living things in terms of structures, processes, molecular interactions. Okay, but for chemistry it will all be about matter, okay, and the behavior of matter when subject to different changes, okay, as we shall see. So what is our first activity here? Okay, I want us to, okay, think about, mention some products that you know. Okay, much as I've mentioned the Colgate, but can you mention other products that you know that come into being because of the knowledge of chemistry? Okay, are you aware as somebody who's interested in science? Okay, and remember, okay, very many scholars have told you that our progress in the world currently will always be based on the knowledge of science. Okay, so short of science we shall lag behind as a country, okay, as people. Okay, so therefore science, okay, will be very important. And before we continue, I want to say this. Okay, you know, sometimes as we pray, you pray and say, God, please, could you send me rain? Okay, but remember, whenever rain comes, it comes with all other problems. Okay, if I'm to mention, sometimes before rain there could be wind. So if you're staying in a weak house, it will be blown. Okay, if you're staying in a muddy place, mud will be there. Okay, if you have a leaking roof, it will leak. So, okay, so all those are problems. So even here we are saying science, okay, is very important. Okay, but like any other subject, okay, it will only be for those who are really prepared for it, because everything is simple. Okay, so therefore most of this work, even as we get back to our schools, okay, is always done in groups. Okay, so in groups we can discuss the common products used in our everyday life that we think could contain some chemicals. Okay, still in our groups we could make a table to show the products and chemicals they contain. Okay, we could state the uses of the products that we have collected. Okay, and therefore we could present that, okay, to other groups, okay, as we learn. Okay, and because chemistry is a science, we always based on observation and conclusions. Okay, so after making a presentation, okay, you're always supposed to conclude. Okay, the common chemicals in food and beverages, soaps and detergents, cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, and water treatment, okay, is actually chemistry in our local settings. Okay, when you say local, it doesn't mean something is, okay, backward. No, local means in the area, okay, that you stay in. Okay, so in our local environments, okay, there is quite a lot of chemistry that we can apply, okay, and that can push us into our next activity, okay, finding out substances again in our everyday life that are made using the knowledge of chemistry. Okay, so below we're going to observe, okay, a few pictures, okay, so that we probably open our minds, okay, to see that chemistry is really very important. Okay, for example, we can have, okay, most of us go to the supermarkets and buy, say, soap, detergents, toothpastes, bread, blue band, shoe polish, plastic chairs, soda, just to mention but a few. Okay, and all those, okay, all those have a very serious aspect of chemistry. Okay, look at that photograph of a woman pushing a trolley. Okay, most of us have gone to supermarkets. That trolley contains a number of things. Okay, if I can point out, I can see there, okay, macaroni, I can see blue band, I can see shoe polish, I can see ice cream, okay, bread, okay, and many others, as you can see from there. So all those items, okay, to show you the importance of chemistry as a subject, okay, you need the knowledge of chemistry. Okay, did you know, as a student of chemistry, that chemistry is all about materials around us, their composition and their properties? Okay, can we therefore explore chemistry in action in our everyday life? Okay, for example, what would we need, okay, in our groups? We could probably get sugar, get tea leaves, get water, get a teaspoon, okay, and after that, to show you that chemistry is very important, and this is what you've been doing, okay, in our everyday life. Okay, get 1 spoonful of sugar and tea leaves, okay, place in a cup of hot water and stir. Okay, what would you observe if we were to pause? What would you observe if you did that? Okay, you will definitely have observed, okay, that the tea leaves dissolved in the water and changed the color of water, while the sugar disappeared in the water, although it's wrong for us to say it disappeared because it remains in the water. Okay, however, we could say the sugar dissolved in the water than saying it disappeared, because somebody will ask, where did it go? Okay, so look at the processes. Okay, look at evaporation of dew from grass every morning. That is chemistry, evaporation. Look at production of black smoke from motor vehicles. Okay, that is all an aspect of chemistry. So some bit of chemistry can be dangerous, as we shall see. Okay, pollution. Okay, but largely chemistry is very, very essential in our daily life. Look at the painting of materials made of steel. That is chemistry. The ripening of a banana, okay, it involves chemistry. The melting of a candle wax, okay, I'm sure all this you've come across. That is all chemistry. Okay, so therefore, as a student of chemistry, suppose I told you, describe the changes that take place, okay, in each of the above processes named above. Would you be able? Can you state the necessary conditions for the changes mentioned above? What do you see when each of the above processes occurs? That's now observation. Okay, can you state other processes that make materials change from one form to another? We shall come to changes of matter. Okay, where a solid changes to a gas to a liquid, so we shall come to that. But when you look at the above processes, can you state the processes that the materials go through from one form to the other, and what could have caused that? Okay. The changes you've observed above and many others that take place in our daily life are essential because of the chemistry, as we shall see. Okay, so therefore, if we are to pause there and ask ourselves, okay, as a first question, can you name some processes in which materials change from one form to another? Can you discuss the effects of processes on the life of the community you live in? Because we must relate chemistry to our daily life. Can you now define what chemistry is? Okay, and therefore, if you, from our discussion above, we could therefore say chemistry is the study of materials that occupy space and have weight, What does that mean? So chemistry is the study of matter, okay, and how they behave when subject to different conditions. Okay, what are those different conditions? Okay, sometimes you may cool hot water, okay, until it changes to ice. That is a condition. You may heat, say for example, water until it evaporates. That means the condition you've applied there is heat. Okay, so things change from one form to the other as a result of changes in the conditions available. Okay, and you've always heard people say, even our bodies, okay, we shall learn this in biology, our bodies undergo different changes depending on the prevailing conditions of the environment. Okay, in primary, we always asked, can you explain why, okay, we sweat less on a cold day? Okay, although most of you say that you can't sweat on a cold day, that is wrong. You sweat, however, at a very minimal rate. Okay, so those are all because of changes in the environment. Okay, on a hot day, some of us tend to take cold water, although that is wrong biologically. Okay, but it is because of the changes in the environment. Okay, therefore, if we are to discuss reasons for studying chemistry and its relationship to other subjects, okay, what could we cite? Okay, why do we study chemistry? Okay, don't say we study chemistry to pass exams. That is the first answer most students give, that we study chemistry to pass exams. No, that is just a by the way. Okay, but what is the essence? Okay, suppose you're not in school, still you need to study some chemistry. Okay, so therefore chemistry is essential. It helps us to understand the world around us. Okay, for example, why do leaves change color when they fall? Why are plants green? Okay, so you must be able to explain. Don't behave like, okay, people say, no, that is how God made it. No, okay, you're supposed to explain things, okay, scientifically. Okay, why does a leaf fall? Okay, after some time, why does it change color? Why are the plants green? Okay, and we shall learn that in biology, because of the existence of chlorophyll, which is a plant pigment. Okay, how is cheese made? It must be okay. How is soap made? And how does it clean? We shall be able to discuss all that. That is all chemistry. So these are all questions that can be answered by applying chemistry. 2. The basic knowledge of chemistry also helps you to read and understand product labels. Okay, can I pause there? Okay. Sometimes you buy an item, okay, you don't even mind finding out, okay, what are the contents, what does it contain, okay, before you use it. Okay, drugs, for example, most drugs, okay, have got leaflets. Those leaflets are supposed to guide you. Okay, probably you could have been told never to take a given chemical, but that the drug you're going to take could be containing that chemical. So the basic knowledge of chemistry helps you to read and understand the product labels. Okay, remember, some of these people are business people. Okay, they can exaggerate, okay, write several, okay, contents that they are assuming are containing the product, and then they could be missing. Okay, thirdly, chemistry can help you make informed decisions. Okay, take an example of the above. Okay, if you discover what is contained in the product is not good for you, you put it off. Okay, so chemistry can help us make informed decisions. Okay, will a product work as advertised? Okay, some adverts are really persuasive. Okay, you can be persuaded to buy an item and yet it is fake. So if you understand how chemistry works, okay, you will actually avoid. Okay, so I've just mentioned those, but there are quite a number of reasons as to why we can study chemistry, since it is involved in our day-to-day runnings. Okay, so therefore, chemistry still is at the heart of cooking. Somebody will say, how? Okay, beginning from the fire that you use. When you use gas, chemistry is involved. Okay, when you're preparing food, say for example you're preparing cabbages, why do you cut them into small pieces? We shall learn about that. Rates of reaction. Okay, you want the cabbages to get ready faster. Okay, why do you cut those Irish potatoes into small pieces? Okay, as you're preparing, it's not fashion. Okay, it's because you want okay, to eat your food, or you want to use the shortest time possible. And when you use the shortest time possible, it means essentially also you're also saving the fuel. If you're using firewood, you use less firewood. If you're using gas, less, and so on. Okay, so therefore chemistry is at the heart of cooking. If you understand the chemical reactions involved in, okay, making, say, baked goods, okay, and neutralizing acidity or thickening of sauces, chances are that you will become a better cook. Okay, if you're making mandazi, okay, for example, you need to apply baking powder. But are you aware that baking powder, okay, contains a lot of sodium hydrogen carbonate, we shall talk about. Okay, so, okay, the more the sodium hydrogen carbonate in the baking powder, okay, the more you'll actually, okay, have a bigger mandazi in form of size, but with a lot of space inside. Okay, so that works for a business person. Okay. A command of chemistry can also help you keep safe. Okay, for example, when you enter the laboratory, as we shall look at rules in the laboratory, when you enter the lab, okay, because you can be able to read those labels and you know, okay, which chemical is dangerous to you. Okay, for example, we have acids in the lab. Okay, some of the acids are extremely dangerous when they come in contact with your body, in contact with the water. Okay, so they can become dangerous to you. So if you understand the chemistry, okay, you'll be able to stay safe. Okay, chemistry also teaches us useful skills. Okay, because the science, learning chemistry means learning how to be objective and how to reason when you're solving problems. Okay, chemistry will help you understand the current events, including news about, say, petroleum. Okay, product recalls. When I say product recalls, sometimes, okay, a product comes into market, then it is recalled. Okay, it is taken back after analyzing its effect, say, to the environment or to the people who are using it, so it is recalled. But this is majorly common in developed countries. In Africa, sometimes it takes us long to discover what is causing, say, allergies in people. Okay, it is very hard in Africa. Most African countries, okay, are not so advanced to recall a given product. However, in developed countries, a product can be recalled, however expensive it is, and the people who used it can actually be paid. Okay, that's why those companies deal with insurance companies. Okay, so the company can be fined. Okay, so we say that item has been recalled. Okay, pollution. Okay, the cars, the old cars, the factories. Okay, so when we understand chemistry, we shall be able to fight pollution. Okay, our environment will be safe. Okay, we shall also be able to understand how technology has advanced. That is all about, okay, chemistry, the importance of chemistry. Okay, chemistry makes life's little mysteries, okay, a little less, so you don't get surprised. Okay, those surprises we get, okay, so you don't get surprised by some happenings, because you understand. It will explain to you, okay, why is this item sweeter than the other? Okay, why is this soda, okay, affecting me? Okay, so chemistry opens up career options. There are many careers in chemistry, but if you are looking for a job in another field, okay, for example, analytical skills you could have gained in chemistry. Okay, chemistry applies to food industry, retail sales, transportation, okay, art making, and many others. Okay, so chemistry is fun. A lot of interesting projects can be derived, okay, the moment you understand chemistry. Okay, you can have several projects. So therefore, why we study chemistry? Okay, in this activity, you'll work in groups to identify the products that are made from materials, okay, using the knowledge of chemistry. Okay, for example, the table below, I have materials, sweet bananas. Okay, I will want you to think about which product can we make. Okay, can we use sweet bananas to make? Is there a product, okay, where we need sweet bananas? Cassava flour, tell me which product can we get from cassava flour, okay, as an ingredient. Charcoal, talk about a product. Okay, we shall come to discuss about that. Sugar cane, talk about a product. Okay, what can we get? Aloe vera. Okay, so there are quite a number of materials in our daily life that we can get. Okay, so in your groups, again, especially when you're at school, okay, okay, we shall want you to list the raw materials in your environment and the products obtained from them. Like we've seen above, if I have cassava flour, what can I get? Okay, and you discuss the relationship between chemistry and other subjects like physics, biology, agriculture, mathematics, geography. Is there some relationship between geography and chemistry? Yes. For example, the withering of rocks. Okay, we study about rocks in geography. As we study about rocks, we talk about withering. That is all chemistry. Okay, therefore, you can prepare a report which you can present to the different groups, showing how chemistry is related to other subjects. Okay, and from our discussion above, therefore, I would expect you to outline the reasons why we study chemistry, explain how chemistry is related to other subjects, okay, and therefore the observations and conclusions from your presentation. Okay, you'll discover that chemistry is everywhere in life. The common chemicals in food and beverages, soaps, detergents, and all the others, okay, treatment of water, are all related to chemistry. Okay, now, do we have, okay, is chemistry important in society, and is it relevant to our careers? Yes. Okay, you know that everything you do involves chemistry. Okay, and we shall see from the diagram. For example, check here. This photograph is of women, okay, washing clothes. However, we shall talk about pollution. They are washing at the bank of a river. Okay, and I will want us to say what is the disadvantage. However, as they are washing there, they are using soap. Okay, we shall learn how soap works. Okay, we shall learn how detergents work. Okay, but they are at the bank of a river, so meaning whatever soap that they are using also goes back into the water. Okay, and yet the same water could be used for drinking, for other activities. Okay, so we shall discuss that at, okay, a given time. Chemistry, therefore, as a subject, has a significant importance in our daily lives and the society in general. Everything on this earth is made of chemicals. Therefore, chemistry helps us to understand how items around us are made. For example, cooking gas. Okay, some of us use gas. Okay, to some it will be new. In our daily life, we fall sick, and consequently, we need drugs. Which drugs are made by scientists through chemistry? Okay, the Panadol, okay, the aspirin, okay, the diclofenac. Mention them. Okay, therefore, this helps us to know what drugs to take by showing their contents and the importance, okay, in our bodies. Through chemistry, we get to understand how food gives energy, okay, to our bodies. This enables us to, okay, to be very careful regarding the contaminations and also the effects or the consequences after such diseases. Okay. Chemistry helps us to understand and observe the changes around us, since such changes are caused by chemistry. For example, the changes of the color of leaves, we should be able to explain. Okay. It helps us in our day-to-day decisions that affect our lives. Okay, give an example. If we are mixing household chemicals like tea leaves, sugar, okay, we can be talked about diffusion in your primary. We shall talk about that. Osmosis in primary. Okay. It also describes various chemical elements present in the environment. Okay. Their reactions, the effects on the environment. Okay. It will illustrate the environmental segments, their interrelationships, and their significances. Okay. In our ideal lives, we wear clothes that are made of fabrics such as nylon, and that is also connected to chemistry. Okay. Okay. For example, chemistry also boosts the industry sector through, okay, extractions of valuable metallic, okay, materials such as copper, zinc, magnesium, okay, and also helps us in understanding the chemical reactions of such metals. Okay, this will come as we continue in senior 2, senior 3. Okay, we use soap as made through a process called saponification. Okay, okay, so we shall come to that. Okay, saponification as a process by which soap is made. Okay, so these soaps help us in carrying out our daily activities such as washing. Okay, and this era, okay, or for example the corona, where we are told to wash our hands every other time. Okay, so soap, okay, is very essential. Okay, so finding out activities in our daily life that we do using the knowledge of chemistry. Okay, there are quite a number of them. Okay, the table below, for example, a teacher of chemistry in a class writing on board. Okay, as you can see from that picture there. Okay, you have a teacher writing on the chalkboard and showing you some of the items we use in chemistry, especially the apparatus. Okay, so if somebody asks you, so therefore, which career is that? Okay, that is a teaching career, or educational career. Okay, a doctor operating a patient. So again, there, we have a photograph. I know some of you, when you look at that, some of you are ambitious. Okay, so you can see a black man there, and two white doctors operating a patient. So what is the career there? Okay, medical career, or a doctor. Remember, as you specialize, when you become a doctor also, you can be a surgeon. Okay, so that could be, those people there could be surgeons, helped by nurses. Okay, so those of us, that is all about chemistry. Okay, so that is the importance of chemistry. Okay, check there, check that photograph. Okay, somebody could say, what is the activity there? Somebody is playing with a tiger. You can't play with the tiger, so that is a veterinary officer. Okay, so what is the career there? Okay, if you are studying chemistry, therefore you can become a veterinary doctor, treating animals, not only domestic animals, even wild animals. For example, that is a tiger, very dangerous. So somebody could ask us, was it dead? No, it was sedated. Okay, you make it, you could say half dead, although that would be wrong. Make it unconscious so it is not able to attack you. So that is called sedation. Distillation of crude alcohol. Those of us who come from areas towards Mbale, as we pass Kakira Sugar Works, you see people brewing locally, and you can see that photograph there. Of course that is dangerous. We shall talk about the disadvantage of such, but that is local brewery. They are brewing alcohol, but you can see the place. So that is locally. You see a drum, you see a woman there, so they are brewing alcohol. So somebody could ask me now, which career is there? That is chemist. So I could say that person is a chemist dealing in distillation, but that is of course at a local level. But you could be at a higher level, working in, say, Nile breweries as a chemist. So that is your career. So we are now talking about careers related to chemistry. A person working on the hair in a salon. One of you could ask, now what is that? Which career is there? It could be a fashionist. But there's a lot of chemistry involved. There are a lot of chemicals. Ask your sisters, ask your mothers. They go through all that. In a salon. Look there. A pharmacy. People are buying drugs from the pharmacy. I think you can see that photograph. So those ladies are buying drugs. So who works in a pharmacy? A pharmacist. That is a career. So you can become a pharmacist if you study chemistry. However, in our African setting or Ugandan setting, the drug shops are always run by nurses, but it's supposed to be a pharmacist who's supposed to give you the drugs. Check that photograph. They are drilling a rock. That is chemistry. So somebody would, of course we shall interrelate it with the physics. But somebody would ask now, which career is that? That could be an engineer. So you can become an engineer as a result of the study of chemistry. And many others. So therefore, it's possible for everyone or anybody to pursue a career in chemistry, irrespective of the gender, the sex, religion, or physical state. And again, as we get back, if you can form groups, in groups we shall observe the pictures critically and identify the activities, stating their corresponding careers, as I've tried to guide you there. In the same groups, we shall try to brainstorm other careers related to chemistry, because we can't mention all of them here, and their respective roles in society. But we shall need you also to prepare a report and present your findings to all the others. From your discussion, there are many careers that you can pursue using the knowledge of chemistry. Like we have said there, irrespective of age, gender, Why am I emphasizing gender? Okay, previously, okay, people would think, no, okay, you can't be a doctor. Okay, doctor is only for men. No. Okay. Okay. So a doctor can be a female. Okay, can be a male. Okay. Religion. Okay. Even a Muslim can become a chemist. Okay. Chemistry is not all about mixing alcoholic drinks. Okay. It can be about other beverages. Okay. So therefore, does chemistry contribute anything to the Uganda's economy? Yes. The products of chemistry research are all around us, from water we drink, the food we eat, the clothes we wear, the cars we drive or your parents drive, the motorcycles we use, the energy used for heating, the lighting. So chemistry research has changed all our way of living. Anyone can study chemistry and contribute to the economic development of the country. Okay. So what are some of the contributions of chemistry to the Ugandan economy? Okay. What do we need here? Okay, of course we need an ICT facility. Okay, so in the groups we can research about the contribution of chemistry to the economy of Uganda. Okay, brainstorm. Okay, we shall need to write some findings in our notebooks and compare with other groups, make a report and present, okay, the entire groups. Okay, and therefore what are observations and conclusions? Okay, just we are going to cite a few. The following are the contributions of chemistry to the economy of Uganda. Okay. Can we cite some? Through the knowledge of chemistry, medicines, vaccines can be manufactured. Okay. These medicines can help improve on the health standards of Ugandans. When the Ugandans are healthy, then they can work hard. And if they work hard, they can therefore contribute to the economy. That's how we relate it. Okay. Knowledge of chemistry can be used to manufacture fertilizers. Okay, and animal feeds, okay, to boost the agricultural sector and therefore increasing the quality and quantity of the products. So somebody will ask, then how? Yes, the products could be sold. People need food. Okay, the population needs food. Okay, in the transport industry, the knowledge of chemistry is applied. Road construction, fuel processing. Okay, this enables easy and faster movement of goods from industry, okay, to the places or the markets. Okay, and therefore, as we sell these products to the markets, the country gets foreign exchange. The tourists need to use these roads. When tourists come to your country, you get foreign exchange. Okay. Okay. Then manufacture products like beverages and plastics, which were bought by people exported to earn the country foreign currency. Okay. This is very important. Foreign currency, dollars. Okay. And this in turn can be used to boost other sectors like education sector. Okay. The knowledge of chemistry is important in the mining industry. Okay, mining, I think you've heard that we're almost beginning to extract our petroleum in Uganda. Okay, think about it. Where? Which part of the country do we find petroleum? Where? Think about it. Okay, the Fort Portal side. Okay, so the knowledge of chemistry is important in the mining industry to extract minerals, and these mined minerals act as raw materials for the industries. The minerals are very important, and therefore when you manufacture, sell, and therefore earn the country money or foreign exchange that boosts the economy. Okay. Knowledge of chemistry is important in water treatment by using chlorine to kill bacteria, which causes disease. Okay. The bacteria causes disease, but even the chlorine, once you overuse, can also be poisonous. However, that is why we need the knowledge of chemistry. We must calculate and find out how much do I need to add into this water so that doesn't become excess and again cause other problems. Okay, this therefore helps when you treat the water. It helps reduce on the rate of disease outbreak, and when you have a health population, okay, therefore they can work very hard for the economy, and the economy therefore is boosted. The knowledge of chemistry helps people to become aware of the importance of conserving the environment. The environment needs to be conserved. Okay? They therefore avoid activities which cause environmental degradation like deforestation and overstocking. This helps the government to locate resources to other important projects. Okay. Therefore, after going through all that, one would therefore let's pose this question therefore. Okay. A. Name the activities in our daily life that show chemistry. Brainstorm. B. Explain how activities you've named above, okay, are applied in chemistry. Okay, so that one is left to you. Okay, but eventually at some point we shall have questions prepared, okay, for you to discuss, okay, for you to answer, okay, based on what we're explaining here. Okay, therefore our activity 1.7 1C, the direct contribution of chemistry, okay, the Ghanaian economy. Direct. The knowledge of chemistry helps government to attain sustainable development of the country. What is sustainable? Okay, something that will remain, okay, a little longer, constant, sustainable. Okay, because the economy may be boosted, but within a short time it again collapses. So you're saying it must be sustainable. Okay, and therefore it will be like an activity. In these activities, it is just a study chart. Okay, study the chart in groups and explain the contribution of chemistry to the economy of Uganda using the given fields. Okay, check this. The Ugandan economy, health, what is the relationship? The economy. Food, drinks, relation to economy. Water, okay, farming, forestry. Okay, so you see here, under health, once you have a healthy population as a result of the chemistry that we talked about there, then they can work for the economy. Food and drinks, once you use chemistry to make food and drinks, okay, as we said, then you can sell the drinks and the economy is boosted. Water, once the water is there, you can have the water, grow, okay, say for example fish, rare fish there in that water, okay, use the water for, say, okay, transport, and in so doing you boost the economy. Farming, we have just talked about farming. Fertilizers, okay, the fertilizers can lead to increased agriculture and therefore the economy is boosted. Okay, forestry, where's chemistry applied in forestry? A lot, again, using fertilizers, using several chemicals to treat the trees. Which trees we can use? Okay, we can cut, say, get timber, okay, and therefore economy. Energy, somebody say, now which energy? I think you've ever gone to the One Forest Dam. Okay, those turbines need petroleum to run, and therefore when you have power, you got an economy. Okay, extraction. What are we talking about? Extraction of oil, we've just talked about. Extraction of minerals. Those minerals once sold, economy boosted. I think you can see these are numerous. Okay, extraction and other materials. Of course, as you extract, okay, so we apply the chemistry here in extraction. But after extracting the materials, you sell them and the economy is boosted. Textiles. Okay, we've talked about nylon. Okay, nylon. Once you make the clothes can be exported, okay, can be sold within the country, and the economy is boosted. URA, okay, Uganda Revenue Authority, is there to collect the tax. Electronics, okay, once of recent you've had the president launching, okay, so making of phones, assembling of phones, assembling of radios, okay, electronics. Once sold, economy is boosted. Packaging materials, the caveras, although we shall talk about pollution, the caveras are sold. The caveras are used for packaging, and so many others. So those packaging materials, also knowledge of chemistry. Okay, printing ink. Okay, printeries use ink. Which ink comes as a result of chemistry. Once you sell, okay, the ink, the economy is boosted. Airspace. Okay, airspace. Talk about the airspace. Talk about pollution. Eliminate it. Okay, talk about, okay, the aeroplanes. All those. Some knowledge of chemistry, those engineers, okay, and those engineers therefore bring in tourists and the economy is boosted. Automotives, okay, the cars, they use petroleum, okay, most of the materials, those seats in cars, okay, leather, that's chemistry. Economy boosted. How? Transport, okay, those cars pay, okay, tax, for example, okay, so therefore the economy is boosted. Educational institutions. In an educational institution, like where you study, for example, the number of items we use chemistry. Okay, even you studying that place, you pay some money. Okay, that school eventually has to pay some tax, okay, to the economy, okay, or to the government, and therefore the economy is boosted in so doing. Okay, home and personal care. We've just talked about Omo, we talked about Sobo, a number of them. But every item you buy there, you're contributing to the economy of the country. But most of those items, where they come from? Knowledge of chemistry. Okay? So you can see how important chemistry is. Okay, and therefore, to show that surely you are a student of science, and we've said science is all about observation and conclusions. Okay, I will therefore want you to prepare reports in your groups and present your findings to the whole class. Okay, identify the areas in chemistry that combine. Okay, that combine in the Ugandan economy. I've just talked about there. Okay, I don't expect anyone of you to fail. Explain how the areas you have named, okay, combine again the Ugandan economy. Okay, all that. Okay. However, because chemistry is not tied to your classroom, we shall always need to have a trip. Okay, you need to go outside your classroom setting. Go to, say, for example, okay, to a factory. Okay, okay, go to a factory, and therefore in the factory, which is now the activity, okay, you'll be, okay, guided. Okay, so your teacher will organize a field trip to the manufacturing factory, a mining site, a hospital, or an agricultural farm. And during the trip, okay, one, you'll be able to explore the common products produced in Uganda and rate their users the importance of chemistry. Okay, for example, I can cite, okay, I know your teacher will take you. If, for example, you get a field trip to say Bindiko in Ginger, what is there? Soap in Uganda. What is there? Cooking oil in Uganda. If, for example, you went to say, okay, Kakira Sugar Works, what is there? Sugar. Okay, what is there? Sweets. Okay, and you'll be able to discover that those people use those husks, okay, from, okay, all the leftovers after squeezing out the juice from the sugar cane, and they use it for power generation. Not all chemistry. Okay, you'll be able to discuss the contribution of the products to the economy. Okay, and therefore you write. Okay, I want you to write a report and make a presentation to the rest of the class. Okay, okay. Therefore, so we need to integrate as we learn. Integrate. Okay. Therefore, being in senior one, we say you're a new student. Okay, of chemistry. Okay. Can you therefore, what you learn must be of importance to the community. So we are saying, therefore, okay, as a new student of chemistry, can you mobilize, say, a one-day workshop? Okay, what is a workshop? Okay, a workshop is, okay, a setting where you collect people, okay, and educate them and learn. So it becomes a workshop. Okay, so it is educational. Okay, so a one-day workshop for people in your locality, okay, especially around your school, sensitize them about the dangers of using common products that contain chemicals in everyday life, okay, and the contribution of chemistry to your country. Okay, and you can see when you look at this photograph below. Okay, look at this photograph. We're just showing you expired. Okay, you see several goods they expired. So sometimes, okay, in Uganda we have what we call, okay, Uganda, okay, Bureau of Standards. Okay, so they are supposed to check, okay, expired goods should never go into, okay, the market. Okay, and therefore I will want you as a task, prepare a speech that you can deliver to people in the community about the precautions people should take before using any product containing chemicals. Okay, that is what we mean by being a science student. Okay, think about a product, okay, so that you're able to guide people. That, for example, if you're going to take soda, that soda contains, say, cocaine. If it is overconsumed, okay, you're going to have problems. Okay, that soda contains a lot of sugars. If you overconsume it, products, okay, problems related to sugar levels. Okay, explain to the community the dangers of misuse of products. Okay, for example, the caveras. Okay, what could be the danger? Okay, and some of them contain chemicals. Explain to the people in the community the effect of fake products containing chemicals in the economy, expired goods in the economy. Okay, so we must be able to explain all that. Okay, so therefore, okay, as we come to the conclusion of this chapter, okay, we have seen the importance of chemistry. Okay, and we need therefore to just look at just a little bit of summary. Okay, what have we looked at, so that we are able to check ourselves. Okay, in this chapter, okay, what have you learned? Okay, you've actually learned that chemistry is a practical science that enables us to explain and describe our world through experimental observations generated from the laboratory. Okay, So it is a laboratory science, okay, but we must also go, okay. And we have also learned that pharmaceuticals, food, plastics, soaps, detergents, okay, fabrics, all contain chemicals, and those chemicals are manufactured by use of knowledge of chemistry, okay. We have also concluded that chemistry is the study of materials and how they behave when subjected to different conditions, okay. We have also seen that chemistry has many applications and careers. We have mentioned them, okay. So I want to wish you well, okay, and after this chapter, okay, we shall be able to present some, we shall have CDs, okay, with a lot of work, okay, based on what we have learned in the chapter, okay. So please, PECO is here to support you in your endeavors to become excellent scientists. We are not only teaching you, okay, to pass exams, okay, although you have to excel in your exams. However, our interest majorly is, okay, to have you excel for God and